They're closest to the countryside, lending to farmers and fishers.
To be able to really invest in countryside lending, we need to be marites, meaning we need to be informed about how they do things. And, it's not just that we gave them the money. We need to make sure that from beginning, from planting until harvesting, we're providing the advice that they need.
During seasons of harvest, liquidity is aplenty. Farmers, too, are awash with cash. But when El Niño strikes, countryside lenders' balance sheets could be under stress. That's because loan defaults are likely. So how should banks prepare?
Part of the idea is to be part of the supply chain. So any issues that is needed by the farmers, they're able to address. Like probably if they need fertilizer, they can already organize support. So you need to have a full support mechanism.
Argio Melissimo is vice chairman of First Consolidated Bank, a Thrift bank. He says the industry contemplates better insurance coverage to shield farmers and fishers from calamity crises like El Niño.
The previous insurance system was not comprehensive enough that can cover the cost of the farmers. So it was insufficient to address the risk. El Niño, La Niña, ASF, for the hog industry. So there are a lot of risks that the farmers face. So the insurance program should cover all this risk.
When bad loans pile up, lenders could also be more forgiving. Extending payment deadlines is an option. Latest central bank data show bad loans account for almost 4% of Thrift Bank's total loan books, stable since January. Past due loans are a bit of a burden at 10%.
We have to know our clients well. Maging kaibigan mo sila talaga kasi hindi naman porket hindi sila nakabayad, they won't be able to pay na anymore. Give them a chance para makabangon sila ulit.
Minsan talagang past due, we help restructure pa rin. And with board approval, you provide for yung loan loss provisions.
When consumer prices head north, partly because of El Niño, things could go south for the most vulnerable sectors. Revela's forecast inflation to average 6.1% this year, way off the central bank's target.
Despite that the trajectory of inflation has really indeed come down, this continues to highlight the risk to inflation. If it's going to be a severe one, because that could also lead to a water crisis.
More than profitability, rural banking is about relationships with the unbanked. When the dry spell hits, rural lenders will be that well from which cash or liquidity for farmers springs. They can't afford to fail or run dry. Lois Calderon, CNN, Philippines.